Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel, the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with your general reading for the week of November 18th through 24th. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers and to my amazing channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, so I do want to apologize. I missed some of the messages or the readings for last week, mainly Friday, and the the mid-month reading that would have came out on Friday generally, and the money career reading that would have came out on Friday. I missed those. I spent most of the week in the hospital, not myself in the hospital, with a loved one in the hospital. Last week, lots of time spent there, majority of the week spent at the hospital with them. So missed some messages, some readings. You might have seen that I had an emergency on the community tab. So for those of you that, watched older readings or timeless readings during that time, I so appreciate you. Thank you so much for doing that. It does help to keep the channel viable and, all the things. During difficult times, it's difficult to keep or have the time to get the messages up and out. So I appreciate those of you that do watch some of the timeless readings or some of the older messages during that time to get the channel or keep the channel kind of, hopefully you see what I'm saying here. Thank you for those of you that did do that. That's always, there's so many, I think there's 1,300 messages readings on the channel at this point, so there's enough to keep you busy. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in here. We're going to get a number for this general reading. Also I did just finish the mid-November reading, so if you haven't seen that already, go ahead and check that out. Okay, let's go ahead and see here. We're going to get some tarot. Okay, we're not going to do that. That's too many. All right, let's see. We're going to do a spread. Okay, well, that one wants to come out. That was one that did come out originally. Let's see, what else? All right. Ooh, there's that. All right. Okay. And we're going to get one of these to close the message or the reading off. All right. Good. This has all come together pretty good here, Aquarius. So something is coming together very well for you this week. Okay, something is coming together very well. It's as if something unexpected, something you hoped for, you wished for, super unexpected, though actually comes together this week. Okay. So that's kind of the message before the message here. So you have, you got 1414. So the number 1414 or the number 14 itself could be relevant, could be showing up. It could be your lucky number, your favorite number. However it's coming through this week, it is a number of possibilities. Okay, so you have possibilities that are showing up all around you, that for some of you felt like, I'm just getting this energy of feeling as if you're like painted into a corner, or as if you've mopped yourself into a corner, because I see somebody with a mop like getting themselves stuck in a corner, and then they don't want to like step over what they've just mopped, or they don't want to slip or fall, or what have you, but it's as if those blockages or those energies of challenge, or what, it's as if there's possibilities showing up, like where you thought that it was impossible, now it becomes possible. Like the possibilities are showing up, or you're seeing how you can get yourself out of being painted in the corner or mopped into the corner. You're like, oh well, I could do this or this or that, like the possibility, and or creating your own possibilities. Okay, this actually says angel whispers, building strong foundations. Okay, we talked about foundations in the mid-month reading. Building strong foundations creates stability and welcomes in possibilities. All possibilities exist and are amplified when gratitude, that was in that mid-month reading as well. I'll link that at the end. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch that after this one, because it's kind of extension here. When gratitude is felt for the foundations that are in place. Okay, affirmation: I am grateful for all that is and all that will be. Oh my gosh, I've been seeing this for the and it might be because we're getting closer to Thanksgiving, right? But I have been seeing this: I am grateful for all that is and all that will be. I've been seeing that all over the place. So this is your reminder, if you haven't seen that, or if you've been seeing that as well, that that message is for you. This message is for you. Okay, I trust in the possibilities of what I desire or something greater. Okay, and this is for the highest good of all that came through within that mid-month reading. But you have those possibilities showing up, and or that, oh, there's an opening. Okay, there's an opening that's coming through. So really notice, pay attention, look for solutions. Okay, when you feel as if, or if you do feel as if you painted yourself into a corner or kind of mocked yourself into a corner, look at, where is there a chair that you could like jump up on? Is there you know, a cloth maybe that you could set on the floor and step on? Or can you just step your way out? Maybe not the painted, right? The painting and the mopping are two different things. So that's another thing. There's different things, right, that could be going on, or that you may be looking for the possibilities or the solutions towards. There's not always a one size fits all kind of energy, okay? But is there something, is there a door you can go out, a window you could climb out, something, right? Something you can open that creates that opportunity or a possibility for a difference or a change, or something that is outside of kind of that box or that corner, if that makes sense. Okay, it's 1414 showing up here. This is beautiful energy for you this week. Okay, now let's see your overall energy for this weekly general reading, Aquarius. You got the King of Pentacles coming through. This is very strong energy. This is somebody who really makes the most. So there's you, Aquarius, feel very much like you're going to be making the most of what you have this week. Okay, the possibilities, the solutions, whatever is showing up, really having that energy of, you know what, I can do this. I've got this resource, I've got these assets, I've got maybe even the stability that I can lean into or on when things get a little bit tough, or whatever is happening or coming through. There is that energy of, for some of you, being a provider this week, or for some of you being generous. This is that overall energy, or kind of the theme of the week. Okay, for some of you there is that energy as well of being very ambitious and or kind-hearted. You know where you're going to fit into this week, Aquarius. This feels very much like an opposites attract kind of energy. Okay, so if you are generally that really strong and or hard-headed and or almost, what's the word coming through here, like somebody who very much is almost argumentative, is what's coming through here. There's a potential that you may be the opposite. A King of Pentacles is a very strong, very vibrant, very ambitious energy, and that is not going to be any different. But it does feel as if the overall energy, the theme for this week is almost the opposites attract, almost being like in an opposite energy this week. It's almost as if something has happened or come through, or something unexpected happened, or you were shown something, or you seen something, or you understood something that actually makes you have a change of heart. And you show up in this opposite type of energy this week. No weakness, just security, some strength, kindness, vulnerability, even this energy of really, really making the most of the assets that you have, instead of leaning into like almost a tough guy type of energy. It's more this energy of really using your what is the word that's wanting to come through here? Your knowledge, your prestige, even for some of you, to assist and bring about possibilities and solutions in places where you might have raised your voice, or got a little ill-tempered. Okay, that's very interesting that that's what's coming through here. Okay, that's the overall energy. So let's see what to expect. You have the Devil coming up in the what to expect energy. Okay, so this is this energy. For some of you, you get very much in that state or that place with that overall. Okay, because for some of you with that devil energy, what to expect, you expect for people to think or attempt to prey on your weaknesses. Isn't that interesting that that is coming through? It's almost as if that has been coming up, or you expect people to kind of show up in a state or a place, which is super interesting that that came through here, of their own restriction and try to kind of put that on you. Okay. Like potentially the energy of oh, my hands are tied, there's nothing that I can do, I'm very stuck. This almost feels like within relationships, within like victim mentality is what is coming through. What you expect or what to expect is like this victim mentality that's coming through with this devil card. Okay. But for some of you, there's this energy of um, almost almost the opposite, taking pleasure in that opposite energy. Okay. So this is very interesting. There's possibilities that are showing up. There's that energy of really getting yourself out of the corner in one shape or way or another. Okay. But there's still people that show up in your energy. This is what to expect. And this is, for some reason, that devil is coming through as people that show up manipulative and or with limitations or addictions or their hands tied kind of energy. They, right. And that's why for many of you, you get into that energy of being overly strong, if that makes sense. Okay. With that King of Pentacles, that overall energy where you feel as if maybe you have to be a bit harsh or a bit louder or a bit aggressive, even sometimes to have people listen or get out of that space or whatever. But moving into that opposite kind of energy is going to feel it's going to feel as if it just lets the whole world off of you. You don't want to be in that energy, Aquarius. You don't want to be that person, quote unquote. Okay, so it's going to feel like there could potentially be a bit playfulness for you this week, a bit of pleasure even this week in that opposite energy. And for some of you, you may indulge in it and decide moving forward that that's where you would rather live. Okay. Yeah, why is this what's coming through? Because somebody needs to hear it. I hear somebody being like, why is this reading this way? Because it's what you need to hear. Okay. What is unexpected? Oh man, look at you here. These here, Major Arcana. Okay. What is expected? A death, right? That we just talked, or what is unexpected? The a death, or the death card is coming out here. And this is that letting go of that, right? You don't want to be that person. You want to have that solutions of possibilities, right? Not have to be the strong arm all the time, or the one that has to always fight to get what you want, or right, to be loud, or to be whatever it is, right? However that comes through for you. We've already discussed much of that here. You don't, so now with this potential for that opposite energy, or moving into that softer energy, or that opposite energy, that pleasure, that playfulness a bit, and not feeling as if, or not allowing other people to trigger you. It brings about this new beginning, this new energy. For many people, this is what is unexpected energy coming through here. For many people, they don't expect it either, and it's going to take them a minute. There's an energy of trying to still trigger you or get you upset, or say certain things, or not follow through with things, or do certain things, or whatever. But Aquarius, it feels very much with this death energy that you're having a rebirth, and that you have this new beginning, or this transformation of you that is coming through, that you are turning into, or having this epiphany kind of energy where you realize that you don't have to be that, and you can still get your needs met or the things done. Okay. For some of you, it's just because it feels very much like there was a manipulation that created that energy. But that King of Pentacles energy, is a very strong, can be very generous, can be very kind, can be very giving, very masterful, right? Very much knows what they're doing and how to do it. Okay. And it feels very much that in certain instances, you may actually fall into that manipulative energy too, not in a malicious way, but because you know that you'll get what you want, you'll get your way, but other people do that as well. And it feels very much like as that expected energy, right? But in that unexpected energy, it's as if you flip it, right? You do the opposite for this week, and you have this new beginning, this transformation where you're like, I don't really have to do that. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay. So what to do? You've got the the Knight of Cups coming through in that energy of what to do. Okay. In that energy of what to do is the Knight of Cups. And that Knight of Cups is really coming in very strong, right? Holding on to that energy of being a dreamer, really looking for that unexpected kind of energy to come through. This is what to do. Where can you surprise yourself? Okay, because in doing that, you're going to surprise others too. But isn't it that most amazing energy when all of a sudden, like, something happens or there's a trigger that would have got you in the past, and you're like, oh, okay, well, how about this? And really calm, cool, and collected. Doesn't that surprise the hell out of even yourself? And other people are like, wait, is this Aquarius? What's happening here? Who is this person? There is that element of surprise that's going to be coming up. Actually, we talked about that in the very beginning as well, in just a bit of a different way. But this is somebody who is tactful, who has grace, who is, in this energy of really being diplomatic, kind of both sides, not just very overly powerful or strong kind of energy. Okay. And in a way that's almost aggressive. All right. This is not that. Okay. This is that energy of really kind of following your heart. What does your heart say when you get in situations, or when you're in that space? Does it close off, or does it show possibilities? Is there fear and panic, or is there that overflow abundance, kind of love that shines through? That is the energy. That is what to do. That is the energy to stay in, which tends to be, for whatever reason, with this King of Pentacles, that first card, the opposite of the energy that you have been in. That King of Pentacles is that kind energy, but it didn't feel in the beginning of this reading that was the energy that you were in. Okay. Now, what not to do? You have the Four of Wands. Okay. The Four of Wands coming through with that energy of what not to do. And actually it was reversed. So, many of you, potentially with that energy, you may actually be harder on yourself. You may be in that space or that place where you're like, oh, you know what, I just need to dim down. I need to not talk. I need to just be quiet. I need to not do all of the things, right? This is a shying away of a folding in on, or of yourself, and that's what not to do. This is not going to be a space or a place where that would be beneficial for you. Okay, that is not what you want to do. That's not going to assist you. It's not going to help you. It's not going to be anything that is going to be beneficial. Now half this deck fell on the floor, and we're not going to use those. We're going to put them back in here, and I'll shuffle it. That is not what we don't need you to hide. We don't need you right? What is beneficial is to let that dreamer, let that energy of, you know what, I can be different. I don't need to allow people to trigger me. I can take responsibility, and I can do the opposite. I can be that loving energy, and I can surprise myself. Okay, that's the energy coming through. Oh, and you got the Lovers. Okay. All right, your potential outcome is that decision comes down to you. Okay, the decision comes down to you. Is it that you want to stay in that energy of always fighting and always arguing and always painting yourself into corners where you don't feel like where you don't feel like there's any other way that you can act or react? Or do you want to do the opposite? Do you want to move into that energy of love, of really allowing yourself to follow your heart, making decisions from your heart, not from this place of almost being strict and aggressive? Okay, this is your potential outcome. You get to decide. I mean, this is free will coming through as your potential outcome. You get to choose. You get to decide what is your choice going to be here, Aquarius. You're going to tune into those possibilities, or are you going to tune into the triggers? That's the question. Okay. We're going to close here. I create loving action, which sets my soul free as I grow with gratitude. Wow. So this could be an affirmation as well. You have two affirmations coming through here, Aquarius. Both of them talk about gratitude. Okay. Grateful, gratitude. It says, I am grateful for all that is and all that will be. I trust in the possibilities of what I desire or something greater. Okay, those possibilities shining through. That is what this is. The opposite creates those solutions, those possibilities, getting you out of what it is potentially an inflexible energy, feeling like you have to argue, fight it, feeling like you have to, and moving you into that space of kindness, generosity. That doesn't mean if that you're not, but this is an energy of really making a choice, making a decision, whether you want to stay with those triggers or whether you want to move into that opposite and surprise even yourself, right? Have an unexpected something falling into place or happening, okay? That creating loving action, which sets the soul free as you grow with gratitude. That loving action being moving into, for those of you that is, making that decision, making that choice with love and moving into potentially an opposite of what has been happening, having that death come through with that rebirth, that transformation into more of that energy that is very just loving, caring, giving, right? King of Pentacles. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button right down below and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. Also, I'm going to link the mid-month reading here at the end, so make sure you check that out as well. And as always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.